can't wait to see what happens next. How far can we get if we sail a little bit high, a little bit low?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy, and as you may know, last week I took on the challenge of finishing Fate under 7 days, which I did in only under 4 days with a little bit of secret technique. Now for this one, because of all the Fate anime, yes, there are like 15 plus animes of Fate that I had to watch. This episode of anime review is going to be different and special, extra ordinary. So the top 3 best Fate for me is Fate Zero, Fate Apocrypha, and Fate Grand Order Absolute Demonic Front. The reason why I picked those 3 is mainly because all of them are unique and all of them took the battle royale between servants on a completely different level. And let's not forget the characters. I personally don't like SHIROU EMIYA. I'm sorry for those people who like him as a character. I don't like him as much as I like the other protagonists or the other characters from all of these. Especially if I were to say, maybe this may be an unpopular opinion, but Fate Grand Order Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia is somehow better than Unlimited Blade Works. So this is going to be a quick fire rating. This is me saying the rating, and then I am going to be saying the reason behind that, because we're going to be giving most of the time to the awarding. For Fate Zero, I gave it a 5 on enjoyment. Well, let's just say that there was a zapap or cry momento, and it really had me emotional. That scene with Iskandar. Iskandar was my favorite character, like all-time favorite Fate character. He has a great story, great character, and that moment stole the show. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's intense, it's suspense. You don't know who is going to win. Well, that's not really the case because I watched Fate Stay Night, and yeah, Fate Zero is a prequel. I even had a comment on the last video that I made on Fate, on grinding Fate. It's that it's supposed to be a prequel and you shouldn't watch Fate Zero first. But the consequence of watching Fate Stay Night is the fact that now you know who is going to win the Fate Zero. But regardless of that, it's still suspense. It's still intense. You don't know what's going to happen next. So that's really what's really great about Fate Zero. And every single character, which we're going to be going on right now, gets a 5 on the character section. Every single character matters. The anime picked and focused on each character's stories and what they're all about and their beliefs, and which leads us to plot. It had a great protagonist in it, and it had a great antagonist. Now, if you've already watched Fate Stay Night, you know the protagonist is KIRITSUGU. But if you haven't watched Fate Stay Night, there's no protagonist in this one. Like, this is similar to Tokyo Ghoul in Attack on Titan. There are no protagonists there are no heroes, villains. Everyone is an antagonist and everyone is a protagonist in this setting. If we're going to disregard Fate Stay Night, because again, if you know Fate Stay Night, obviously KIRITSUGU is the main protagonist, but in this one, no, it's not. It's actually every single one of them is a protagonist, because every single one of them has a desire to accomplish. And again, it was all legendary. The plot, again, the battle royale between masters and servants worked in Fate Zero way better than anywhere else, and any Fate did. Like, it's even way better than Fate Unlimited Blade Works, because again, the characters and the plot and the ideology and beliefs, and even that moment where Iskandar was lecturing Saber about how to be a king, that was one of the legendary moments in that in Fate Zero. And the anime quality is, I'm gonna give it a 5. I mean, it's flawless. You know, I don't see any bad thing about it. It didn't hurt my eyes. It's gonna get a 5, okay? It's gonna get a 5, just like every anime in this anime review. For the OST, soundtrack, and OP, the OP is so good, and the soundtrack. Hey man, like let's. Soundtrack is really good. There are a lot of bangers in this song, but I just can't remember. Yeah, it gotta be like that when it comes to. Okay, fine. For OST, I'm gonna give it a 4. It fits and it suits the surroundings, the anime so well, including the OP. But again, it's just it could have been flawless, but there's just no song in there that I would listen to every day. Like I would listen to it on a daily basis, like Shinzo Sasage from Attack on Titan, and the entire JoJo soundtrack. Yeah, that's what I mean by songs that I would mind listening to every day, including Unravel as well. Unravel is also very good songs. But nevertheless, it doesn't mean that it's bad. It just means that there are no songs that can be bangers. But for basically its soundtrack fit the emotions, the environment. That's what I would usually give it for. Now for Fate Grand Order Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia, I give the enjoyment a 4. I enjoyed it. It was intense, but it didn't have an emotional moment or a pop moment. So therefore, I'm only giving it a 4.
Hey, since you kinda time-stewed the video, the soundtracks kinda don't matter, don't you think?
Trust me, I know. If I hear a good music, I slow it down. Okay. Just forgive me on this one. Forgive me on this one. Okay. Forgive me. I'm giving it a 4. Okay. The characters are 5 because most of them are important, and not to mention, Gilgamesh is actually given character. Yes, that's one of the greatest, or that's one of the reasons why Fate Go. I'm just gonna call it Fate Go. Fate Go Demonic Front is a good fate because we get to know who Gilgamesh really is. I mean, like every single fate, Gilgamesh is always the freaking villain. Fate Khaled Prisma Ilya 3 Ray Gilgamesh was in. Nobody talks about Fate Khaled Prisma Ilya. Anyways, it gets a 5 because most of them are important. They all contributed to defend the kingdom, and for the plot, it gets a 3. The protagonist isn't that good, and also the antagonist is just a giant monster, mindless monster with no ideology. It's just bad. Fate Grand Order Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia is somehow better than Unlimited Blade Works. I don't know what the was happening, man. Well, it's because you put the video on ×2. Fate Zero was ×2, yet I still understood everything. Okay? Put it in the comment section down below. What do you think of the plot in Fate Go? I would listen to your opinion, I would heart them, and I would reply to them because I know every opinions matter.
Fate Khaled Liner Prisma Ilya is the best fate!
Your opinion is a butter! For the animation, it's a 5. It's the latest Fate actually. It's a good animation regardless, even though they had the gigantic demon, they still managed to do a good work and a good job on the animations. And the colors, didn't hurt my eyes. It's legendary. Now for the legendary Fate Apocrypha, enjoyment is a 5. Hear me out. Okay, hear me out. There's no denying that Astolfo is the best character in Fate Apocrypha. And knowing that Astolfo is a rider and is weak, alright? Astolfo is weak, but not useless, okay? And Astolfo has a pretty good skills. Because I know that Astolfo is weak and his rider, which is basically killed in every freaking fate. Every fate, rider always gets killed. It's good. Every time Astolfo gets saved, I freaking shout. And my emotions just come out. Because I don't know, man. I don't want Astolfo to die. And I enjoy Apocrypha a lot. Because it's a 7 versus 7 battle royale. And with that being put in the way, most of the characters are important. Yes, Astolfo is important. Most of them are important because, again, it's a 7 versus 7. It's like a war. And you need to know your team, and it's intense. Yes, I actually found this intense, and you don't know who's going to win. Is it going to be black? Is it going to be red? Even though it should be blue and not black. The plot, it gets a 5 because the protagonist and the antagonist, they're legendary. The reason for that is because the priest, or Shirou, is a man with ideology. You get what I mean? He's a priest, and it would only make sense for him to wish for humanity's salvation. And you know what? His ideology. Okay, let me explain his ideology for a bit. Whoa, this is your explaining ideology. You said this was a starter anime review, and you weren't gonna do any of that shit. Get the fuck out of here, boy! Get the fuck out. So the ideology of the villain, or Shirou Kotomine, is humanity's salvation. And humanity's salvation, in his way, is for all souls or spirit to leave the body. Well, actually, that also applies to the Bible. One day, according to the Bible, and I don't know this word to word, but basically God will descend to earth, and eventually everyone and every soul will be on heaven. Well, those who are saved will go to heaven, and they're just going to be souls and spirits, and that will be all. And it's so similar to that. Actually, like, he's just speeding up the process because eventually all people will have to suffer, and it's a great ideology. Like, people don't need to suffer now, and all of them needs to get a taste of heaven, because heaven is a place where you wouldn't feel, or you wouldn't you wouldn't feel any more pain and sufferings. And Shirou Kotomine just wanted everyone to ascend to heaven. He saved all the people. That's one of his plans. Well, on the other hand is Shig. Yeah, Shig. Yeah, it's pronounced as Shig, even though Sig is Shig. Shig represents the people, or because he is a, what do you call that again? This one. Yeah. He is just someone who is sacrificed, and he's just used for power source, and he wants to live. He wants the people to live and survive, and basically he's on the side of life, and he's just experiencing all of these things. While on the other hand, the priest Shirou Kotomine understands what he's obtaining, understands his goal of heaven, basically like Poochie. Stop with the JoJo reference, God! In my opinion, it's worth it to watch Fate Apocrypha in the end, because you have this battle royale between servants. You have this battle royale with servants, so why not take it into a new level where there are actually 2 battle royales ongoing, but instead of them fighting first, they team up with each other, and it's very unique. The fight scenes are so legendary that the animations actually broke. OST, it gets a 5, and the OP because now this, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be one of the biggest awardings in the history of anime review. To start this off, let us go on with the dishonorable, because it gets in the way of our honors. For the dishonorable award of the Hypocrite Award, no one. As much as I'd want to put Shirou EMIYA from Stay Night as a Hypocrite, I can't put him. He's not here, okay? He's not here. For the Little Shit Award, it goes to Jack the Ripper. You see, Jack the Ripper is a little shit, Jack the Ripper is a... I hate Jack the Ripper so much, man. I hate that little shit. For the Wait, what? How did Shiro EMIYA get in this list? I told you it's not supposed to be here. For Fate's Fuck Award, it goes... Okay, this is a hard name. Astolfo's Master. Yeah, you're not worthy to be called by your name because you're disgusting. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you disrespect and rape Astolfo like that, huh? Disgusting. For the Big Award, it goes to a vice Bron or a vice Bron or I don't know how to pronounce his name. Okay, it goes to him because he betrayed. He killed that little boy, man. That little boy just wanted to create golems. He just wanted to create some. And now, ladies and gentlemen, time for the awardees. And let's get to the awarding. Ladies and gentlemen, the most badass character goes to... KAIRI, SISIGOU. The greatest side character development goes to none other than... KIRITSUGU and the greatest antagonist award goes to... My voice is cracking, please. SHIROU, KOTOMINE. The best side character award goes to... ISKANDAR. The pop or the cry momento goes to none other than ISKANDAR. The best decision among the 3 series is keeping Astolfo alive. Best voice goes to none other than Gills. The best Lollibar goes to Sakura. Now, with Fate series being good, we now have the new honorable award, and that is Best Boy. And for our best boy among the top 3 Fate series is our boy Gilgamesh. And ladies and gentlemen, the climax of this award, the best awarding. And the best award you should be, the most prestigious award in anime review. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, the best nerd. Ladies and gentlemen, the best girl for Fate is... Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank our supporter, Astolfo! Astolfo is the best girl in the entire Fate City, and no one can stop saying Astolfo, best girl. Hey, so yeah, that is all, ladies and gentlemen, for our Fate review. You notice that I didn't put an explanation. I will be putting it in the description down below why I think so, because explaining why they won is anyways, I'm gonna be putting it in the description down below, but don't you dare ask why Astolfo is best girl. Just fuck out of here, bull! Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an anime review of this has been a special episode of anime review, extraordinary episode because it's a tribute to a really great series. And finish. under 4 days, Fate. Ladies and gentlemen, I am open to hear your comments. Please put it in the comment section down below what you think. I will be replying to them and I will be open to any discussion. I would like to discuss why I stole face best girl even though I stole face. Get the f out of here, boy!